ساتوی پسرو وینو دا د شهیدانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور ساتوی پسرو وینو دا د شهیدانو کور دا کور دا د باتورانو.
Hello and welcome to RTA News. Thanks for joining us. Let's begin with some updates from Afghanistan and abroad. The spokesman of the Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan, Maulavi Zabiullah Mujahid, says that following the ceasefire agreement with Pakistan in Doha, a delegation of the Islamic Emirate led by Deputy Minister of Interior Affairs, Rahmatullah Najib, has departed for Turkey to attend a meeting. According to the spokesperson for the Islamic Emirate, the meeting will discuss the remaining points of the agreement. The Deputy Minister of Interior Affairs, Maulavi Mohammed Nabi Umari, met with the UK's Special Representative for Afghanistan to discuss the situation in the country and the region. The meeting focused on humanitarian aid, Afghan refugees, and strengthening ongoing cooperation. Report.
Officials from the Ministry of Interior Affairs held talks with the British Special Representative on the situation in Afghanistan and the region, focusing on humanitarian aid and support for refugees. Both sides pledged to continue cooperation and strengthen bilateral relations.
In this meeting, both sides discussed the current situation in Afghanistan and the region and exchanged views. The UK's Special Representative for Afghanistan praised the current security situation in Afghanistan, the efforts in counter-narcotics and other achievements. The UK side also referred to humanitarian assistance provided through the United Nations and support for Afghan refugees.
At the same time, political analysts see these meetings as important for improving relations, noting that they could help pave the way for international recognition of the Islamic Emirate.
There is no doubt that the more foreign representatives meet with the Islamic Emirates leadership, the more it can have a positive impact on Kabul's relations with other countries. It also helps change the perspective of those countries that currently hold negative views of Afghanistan, encouraging them to engage directly with the Islamic Emirate and consider reopening their embassies, which I believe is a positive step. There are positive engagements, and hopefully our officials are now aware of their importance, and the public also understands that good relations and interaction with the international community are key to solving Afghanistan's overall challenge.
Earlier, the British Special Representative for Afghanistan met with officials from the Ministry of Refugees and Repatriations to discuss the situation, cooperation, and support for Afghans returning to the country.
Minister of Urban Development and Housing Maulavi Najibullah Hayat Haqqani, during his visit to Zabul province, inspected the Sheikh Mati Baba and Majid Zabli townships in Qalat city. According to the Ministry of Urban Development and Housing, the purpose of the visit was to assess the condition of these townships, review existing challenges, and hold meetings with local officials to plan future development programs. The ambassador of the Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan to Azerbaijan, Dr. Mohammed Faisal, met with the deputy head of the state oil and gas company of that country. According to the Afghan embassy in Azerbaijan, the meeting focused on expanding trade cooperations, increasing oil exports, addressing transportation challenges, and discussing several other related issues. The ambassador of the Islamic Emirate to Turkey, Sheikh Saniullah Farahman, met with Mohammad Hassan Habibullah Zadeh, the ambassador of Iran to that country. According to the Afghan embassy in Turkey, the two sides discussed bilateral, cultural, political, economic, and trade relations between Afghanistan and Iran. The Ministry of Martyrs and Disabled Affairs has signed 44 agreements for $10 million with 29 charity foundations and partner organizations to support Afghanistan's needy, orphans, widows, and disabled individuals. Officials say that so far aid has been reached 70,000 people across various sectors following the assistance. Report.
The Ministry of Martyrs and Disabled Affairs says that since the start of this solar year, it has signed 44 memorandums of understanding with 29 humanitarian organizations to provide assistance to people with disabilities, widows, and orphans. Officials say that through these agreements, thousands of people across the country have already received support in various sectors.
44 official agreements were signed and assistance worth $10 million was distributed to 70,000 eligible families of martyrs and disabled individuals. The aid included food items such as flour, oil, rice, as well as non-food items, cash support, wheelchairs for the disabled, sewing machines, motorcycles and other supplies.
The ministry's spokesperson adds that with the support of charitable organizations and partner institutions, they aim to expand services to more deserving people this coming winter.
The leadership and all officials of the Ministry of Martyrs and Disabled Affairs are making efforts to coordinate with the charitable foundations and organizations to distribute further aid in various provinces with the arrival of winter, ensuring proper support reaches the needy and eligible families.
Speaking on behalf of several disabled individuals, they praised the ministry's efforts and called for an increase in assistance, particularly through programs that help them become self-reliant.
We call on the Islamic Emirate, the international community and the charitable organizations to increase their assistance. We request national and international institutions to create employment opportunities for the disabled community.
Earlier, the Ministry of Martyrs and Disabled Affairs launched educational programs in technical and vocational fields to help lay the foundation for the self-sufficiency of disabled individuals.
The governor of Balkh province, Mohammad Yusuf Avov, visited Tajikistan and met with the head of the members of the country's Council of Scholars. According to local officials, during the meeting, the Balkh governor highlighted the academic and cultural ties between Afghanistan and Tajikistan and emphasized expanding cooperation in these fields. Meanwhile, the head of Tajikistan's Council of Scholars assured the continuation of collaboration with Afghanistan. More than 1,300 drought-affected families in Abkamari district of Badghis province have received cash assistance from the National Disaster Management Authority. During the program, the recipients praised the efforts of the National Disaster Management Authority and called on other aid organizations to provide further assistance to those in need. The spokesman of the Ministry for Propagation of Virtue, Prevention of Vice and Hearing Complaints says that a professional sorcerer has been arrested in Jawzjan province. According to the spokesman, the individual was involved in un-Islamic and superstitious activities and was detained by the ministry's inspectors.
The Directorate of Propagation of Virtue, Prevention of Vice and Hearing Complaints of Jawzjan province arrested an individual engaged in sorcery and un-Islamic activities following continuous public complaints and gathered evidence. According to the officials, the accused caused conflict, disputes and disturbances among approximately 35 families through magic in a short period. The individual has now been handed over to judicial authorities for legal and Sharia-based proceedings.
The Laghman Provincial Disaster Management Department has distributed food and non-food aid to 75 affected families in various districts of the province to help address their immediate needs. That was all for now. Thanks for being with us. You can follow us online for more updates. Good time.
ساتوی پسرو وینو دا د شهیدانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور ساتوی پسرو وینو دا د شهیدانو کور دا